What's going on, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here, and I want to show you some of the new features found in iPhone OS 4.0 Beta 3 and reintroduce you to maybe some of the older features that you don't know in iPhone OS 4.0 Betas 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and get started with the main one that everyone's talking about. Multitasking finally has made its way to the iPhone. So to access it, all you do is double tap the home button, and it pulls up a list of all the applications that you have running, and it just keeps going. You can have a ton of these open. I have not been able to actually fill it up yet with the new release. Previously, if you wanted to close an application, you had to hold down the icon. They did their little jiggly dance, and you got that red minus sign where you could close an application. You'd have to do that individually for each application you wanted to close. However, now with Beta 3, as soon as you hold one down, they all give you the option to close them, which makes it a lot easier and quicker. And these applications do run in the background. They will have to be updated for background specs once the full SDK is released and once the OS is out there. But they do work for at least Apple's applications. They do stay running in the background, which is quite nice and found it to be relatively easy to use. One of the big new features that Apple added with Beta 3.0, if you keep sliding over to the left, you get sort of a new widget array of icons, and it sort of makes me wonder if we're going to have new widgets that are going to be found in this sort of multitasking bar. But what we have right here is a screen rotation lock. You've seen that probably on the iPad. I know a lot of you guys, me included, use the iPhone in bed if I'm laying on my back and I want to read an article. If I turn it, it always rotates. It can be a big pain in the butt. So now I've got a screen rotation lock, which I can go ahead and tap, and now it's locked in the orientation that I wanted in. You also get full music controls right from your phone, and you have the ability to launch your iPod. It's pretty straightforward stuff. If I go ahead and get out of the multitasking screen here, you'll now see a screen orientation lock up in the top of the phone, which was not there before. Sort of a nice welcome feature. So let me go over some of the other things that we have with iPhone OS 4.0, and this is the Beta 3. If I go into video camera, for example, or still, I now have the option to zoom. So here's a marker. If I go ahead and we'll put it straight up so you can see it. Go ahead and tap the screen. I get a zoom bar, so I can go ahead and zoom all the way in, zoom out. You can see it sort of pixelates it, obviously, just a digital zoom, not optical. But it's not bad. It is a pretty handy feature to have on a phone, especially if you use the camera on your iPhone quite a bit. You also have the ability to go ahead and change your backgrounds. You can go ahead and pick any photo that you like. So I'll go hop into my photos here, and I will just pick a random one that I've got. So there's a photo. If I wanted to make that my background, go ahead and tap the button in the bottom left, and I can now use as wallpaper. And I get the choice to use it as my home screen, my lock screen, or both. Go ahead and quit out of here. So those are some of the highlights of iPhone OS Beta 4.0. Release 3, hopefully we're going to see a few more new features sort of rolled out. Those are sort of the big ones. You still have the presence of folders like I showed you in previous videos. You can take all your games, drag them on top of each other, and create folders that you can access and rename. That's still there. We still have the Game Center as well, which is the ability to sort of launch and play games. Think of it as like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network right on your phone. It's not really live and working right yet, although you can add friends, so there's not really that much that I can show you, but it is right there. So those are the big features, guys. Are you excited about, opens up my fantasy football team page. If you're excited about iPhone OS Beta 4.0, are there features that you wish Apple included that they didn't? Kind of curious to what you guys think. Anyway, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.